Hey guys, and welcome back to the Evolution of Confidence. I'm here to talk to you about TRAD wife implementations, ways that I have implemented a little bit of TRAD wifery into my life lately. And you guys know that I am not a TRAD woman. I'm not a traditional wife. My husband and I both work. We have 2 kids, but I just wanted to let you know how I've been implementing it, because it is kind of like balancing things to implement a little bit of TRAD wifery, okay? And I like it. So I'm going to share it with you and see if maybe you would like it too. So one of the things that we've been doing is gardening, okay? All of a sudden I love to garden. If you told me even a year ago that I would like gardening, I would have laughed at you. I wouldn't have laughed at you, but seriously, I didn't know how to do anything gardening related. We have one cactus in my house that we don't water, and it's about this tall, and it thrives on just the humidity of South Florida, even though it's inside. But seriously, I have not been able to plant anything in my life. I grew up with parents who love gardening. My mom and my stepdad, they love to be out there. My mom's all about grounding in the morning. She's out there picking the weeds, picking this, doing that, planting this, planting that, and I'm always just like, it's not for me. But I feel like this is one of those things that you tell yourself you're gonna do, and then you just never do it, or you put it off because you think it's more intense than it is. But my son and I were just like hanging out one day, and I'm like, let's start a garden, let's just do it. So we went to Lowe's. You get this little thing, it's like 50 little pods, or you can get the one with like 20 little pods. And you just put dirt in it, and it's so fun with the kids. They did it with me, both kids. It's like a kid-friendly activity. You put the dirt in, you put the little seeds in. The best part is that you can have your child help you pick out like what you're gonna plant. So he picked out everything. I honestly don't even know what's growing in the yard. The only thing that I recognize is the corn, okay? And a sunflower that was growing that is now dead. And Venus flytraps that are now dead. But the point is, it's a memory that will last forever, and some things are thriving, okay? We go out in the morning, almost every morning, and I say, come on, let's get our water pails, and we go and we water our new garden. So just that little implementation has brought so much joy to not only my life, but their lives and Steven's life. Like, it's so fun to go out and garden with my kids. I have to put the windows down because holy crap, it is hot. I am sweating on my dress, and I just did a listing, like I'm having the photographer in there right now doing listing photos. Look at me sweating. And I think I'm gonna open this too. No, I'm not. And I have a meeting in an hour, or a showing at my hotel listing. And then after that, I have another showing at 3206 Lee Road. So we're going to Deerfield for the hotel showing. Then we're going to Lee Road in Hillsborough Shores. Right now we're in Pompano, just south of the pier. So we're kind of like in between Pompano and Lauderdale by the sea. But this townhouse has like an ocean view, and it's literally my life's goal is to wake up in the morning and see the ocean. And the primary bedroom, it literally just looks straight at the ocean. Okay. I don't know if this breeze is helping or not, and I feel like it's messing up the sound. Anyway, that's number 1 TRAD life implementation that I've made. Number 2. All right, I'm gonna put this up. I'm just gonna suffer for you guys. Number 2. It is an oven. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Number 2 is cooking. Okay, I did not know how to slice a piece of garlic when I met Steven 10 years ago. I had no idea. It would take me 20 minutes. And he's Italiano, like mom and dad Italian. Mom cooks up like a wizard. Okay, I'm there taking literally, I'm not joking, I'm not being cute, I'm not over exaggerating when I say it would take me 20 minutes to cut a piece of garlic. He'd be like, I'm like, how do you slice it? What do you do? I would literally slice it in the thinnest possible slices of all time. And that was my only job. I was the sous chef. Now, like tonight, I'm making pork chops for dinner. Not with the bone in it, just but that is not something I would ever be confident enough to do, is to make a pork chop. Okay? Even a breaded pork chop I can make, or a breaded chicken, or a shrimp scampi. Okay, I am up there cutting onions. I just grab something out of the fridge now, chop it up, make it into something. Put a little butter in the pan, put a little olive oil, a little onion, garlic, olive oil, put anything in the pan, you're good. Okay, but people used to tell me that all the time, and I was like, I don't get it. I don't understand how you can cook like this. Okay, I go to my friend's house the other day, and she cooks up. Like, part of my maid of honor speech was about her cooking, because she cooks all the time. Her spice rack is literally floor to ceiling cabinet. That's the most intimidating thing. When you look at these recipes and it calls for 40 ingredients, and you're like, wouldn't it be cheaper for me to just Uber Eats at that point? You know, like, that's where my brain goes. I'm like, the time, the energy, the ingredients that I would have to buy. But apparently she says that you build up a repertoire and then you're able to cook these things on a dime, like so easy peasy. And now I really feel that way. And it does bring me confidence, because I feel like I can cook for my kids now. They eat things more when I make them. So even if it's a chicken tender that I make, they're gonna eat it. They're more likely to eat it because I've made it. And so that makes me feel good. Those are my TRAD wife implementations. Another thing that is TRAD, I guess, sorry about the sound of my windows. I just like, something's got to give here. Okay, it's 82 degrees and I'm in a black car. It's just letting go when it comes to being a wife and having a husband, and not being so like, I'm an independent woman all the time and everything that I do. Like, letting him help me with things, letting him be the manly man, you know what I mean? Because I was starting to feel... Who's calling me? Alright, I gotta do an intermission because somebody's calling me and I am dying of heat. Alright, I gotta go. Literally, your backyard. Actually, your front yard. We are back. So I'm about to do a showing at this hotel, and then I have that other showing in Hillsborough Shores. But I wanted to just add that if you are worried about the NAR lawsuit and things that are going on with that, I just want to remind you that your confidence is going to be key. So faking it till you make it when it comes to confidence is what you need to do. It's not faking your knowledge and faking knowing what's going on. And actually, knowledge is what's going to help you be more confident. That's why I am so obsessed with this composition book. Look at how beautiful it looks. The quality is so good. This is the one from TikTok Shop. I will say the TikTok Shop one seems to be a little bit better quality. This is the one that I send out to you guys myself. But it has so much knowledge in here about investing, and that's what will help you with buyers. Buyers want somebody who knows investing, whether they're looking for a primary or an investment. They need to know that you know how to run numbers, that you understand what an ARV is, and that they're buying in a good location that's going to make sense for them. So I want you guys to bulk up on your knowledge, whether it's with the composition book or my regular book, Autonomous Agent, which is right here, or any knowledge that you can obtain. This is going to help you so much with the NAR issues. You need that confidence. You need to know that you're going to be able to stand out from all of the other realtors trying to get people's business, and you don't want to sacrifice your entire commission. I'm not going to be saying, oh yeah, I'll help a buyer for $1,000. It's not worth it to me to do that, to leave my kids, all of that. I have to be able to make a significant amount of money in order to keep up with doing this job. I mean, there is a give and take, and having a bunch of listings, like I say, it's an investment. So if you are not a listing agent and you're primarily working with buyers, you're going to have to hit the books and get your confidence level to a 21 million so that you can charge what you deserve to work with buyers, and that you can confidently negotiate your commission, because it is going to be a negotiation from here on out, from July on out. So guys, pick up your copies or do some studying, do some homework, listen to more of the podcast, or go to some classes at the board. Do everything that you can to gain confidence, especially if you are a newer agent. If you have experience, you have that to kind of work with and to show why you're the best buyer's agent. You have some experience in the field. But if you don't have experience in the field yet, I'm really going to recommend that you do the 40-day challenge before starting to implement the buyer broker agreements. That's going to help you tremendously. I hope that you liked this episode. It was a kind of more fun episode. And yeah, come with me for a little mini tour. And then, yeah, have an amazing day. I have 2 really cool guests coming on the podcast this week. I'm going to be releasing those this week and next week, so you should stay tuned for that. We're going to be learning about data. We're going to be learning about really cool subjects. So follow along at the Evolution of Confidence. And I would really appreciate it if you could give me a review, if you could give me a rating on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I would so appreciate that, or even just share the show on social media. Have a great day. Bye. Greetings and welcome to my cooking show. So I just showed the Waldorf Astoria, the Rosewood Residences, and my Jukebox Diner listing in Pompano Beach. Now I have about an hour before I have to show 5990 Northeast 22nd Way. I know the beginning of this video was at that listing, and we will be going back there, but today I'm going to be making, for my family before they come home, pork chops and a salad. So I'm going to show you cooking for dummies, essentially. So first and foremost, we need to get foil. So I'm going to get some foil. Oh, and guess what? I guess this is why people have all of their stuff already laid out. I have my computer here because I just listed a property at 3419 Southeast 8th Street, 8th Court, Unit 10. It is an ocean front. And oh yeah, I showed you guys in the other videos. It's like crazy how fast time flies when you're having fun, you know what I mean? So let's get a piece of foil out. Now, are we marinating these? No, we don't have time to, okay? But what we did do is we picked cebollas out of the garden. So I'm gonna wash these off. I just wanted to show you how legit these are. These are literally out of the dirt. So we're gonna wash these off. I like to take the first layer of the onion off if it has dirt on it. Get that dirt off, or else my kids won't eat it. We're gonna get that off. We're gonna get any excess dead pieces off. Now, we found Ricky nibbling on this green onion the other day, and I did not know that dogs liked green onions as much as I do. But here we are. Here's a little, there we go. There's that little guy. Rip that one off. I see another one. Rip that one off. And we are good. So we're gonna dry these off. It looks like hair. I'm gonna dry these off. I think I need a bigger piece of this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break off these white pieces because this is gonna go, is this gonna go in the salad? Yeah, this is gonna go in the salad. We're gonna try to pickle those if we can. And this is the stuff that's gonna go on the actual pork chops. So we're gonna put that right there for now. Now this is an impromptu, completely random recipe. I didn't look this up. I don't even know what I'm putting on it yet, okay? This is how I cook, all right? And la-da-da, and la-da-da. I don't have background music for you guys, so I'm just gonna have to sing. And la-da-da, and la-da-da. I feel like talking with a British accent that I don't know how to do. Okay, I love cumin. It makes everything kind of taste like tacos. Tacos aren't really the vibe for a pork chop, but, and there I go touching my hair, but we're gonna do it anyway, okay? All right, so first, hold on, first I'm going to lay the groundwork, which is salt. Salt and oil, okay? Now, if you make this and it's terrible, don't come crying to me, because in no part of this episode did I say that I was a professional chef. I said we're trying trad life. We are trying, okay? And I am gonna use garlic powder instead of cutting garlic because I don't have time, really, or nor do I want to cut the garlic. So we're gonna put some oil down. I'm also gonna put a little pepper. Peppa, as in Peppa Pig. Now, I know what you're thinking, Mari, why are you doing this before putting the pork chops on? Because we're gonna roll it around in here, okay? This is a recipe for time's sake. We have a lot of work that we still have to get done before the end of the day, and it's already 4. So, let's do that. Oh, I didn't even preheat the oven. Gotta preheat the oven. I'm gonna do it to 350 so that it takes longer, because my family is not coming home for another like hour or so. So I don't want it to be done too soon, you know what I mean? The timing is really everything when it comes to cooking, I've realized, because when I first started cooking, I would cook one thing at a time. Like I would be like, okay, I'm gonna make this first, then I'm gonna wait for it to be done, then I'll make the second thing. That's not how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to do it all at the same time, time it out as you go. Okay? Oh, this smells so good. It's already smelling good in here. It smells like tacos. It smells like when I make ground beef tacos, which is my favorite thing to make because it's so easy. You literally go to Publix, you get the taco mix, which Publix is all of a sudden so expensive and insanely even more expensive than Whole Foods. I could really go for a Poppy right now. How much caffeine did I have today? Well, the difference between Poppy with a straw and without a straw is unbelievable. I just realized my bodysuit thing is like hanging out. Night and day. I know this isn't sponsored by Poppy, but I wish it was. Okay, we're gonna do some hot paprika. It's not actually spicy. Is there anything else? Oh, garlic. Garlic powder. So I had 4 shots of espresso this morning. Then I had a yerba mate, which usually puts me over the edge, but I was still tired. So then I had, oh my God, I need to post an Instagram that I didn't post today. Hold on, let's do this right now because I already made the caption. Oh my God, my Instagram has been open this whole time. I swear to God. Okay, wait, let's go to the drafts. See, this is real time, people. This is real time. Oh, how do I go to the drafts? Oh, drafts. It was cute. Oh, but I have to change one thing. I put that we have 16 listings, but we really have 17. Okay. Actually, no, yeah, it's 17. Okay. Share. 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 Pinkies up, pinkies up, pinkies up. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I want to do this before my fingers touch pork chops. Pork chops. Go, go, go. Khloe Kardashian shares NSFW confession about her vagine. Now, can somebody tell me why, until recently, I thought that, I'm going to put it on my story. Okay, we're done. I thought that NSFW meant New York Fashion Week for years, until very recently. Hold on, my husband's calling me. Hello? No, oh, I called you by accident. Okay, see you later. Bye. I thought NSFW or whatever, not safe for work, was New York Fashion Week for years, until less than a year ago. Look at this pork chop. Okay, we're gonna put it on there. So I had my yerba mate. Usually that puts me over the edge. Usually I don't need much more than that. Not today. I got to the Rosewood and I said no to having something, even though I wanted to say yes. And the whole time I was like, I should have said yes. Then we get to the Waldorf and I was like, I'm going in early because I want to ask for espresso in case they don't ask me. So I had an espresso shot there, plus my 4 espresso shots at home, plus my yerba mate. Hence why I'm... Okay, so you see that this is all covered in spices, especially that paprika, making a nice and like reddish color. So I'm gonna flip it again because this side looks good, but the other side is now looking a little bit anemic. It doesn't look like it has quite enough spice on it. So we're gonna do the same thing that we just did on there, on here. More salt, salt is always good. More cumin. This cumin like barely comes out, but you know what? We don't want to overspice it. We can always add spice. We can't take away. You know what I'm saying? So, I also interviewed an agent. I forgot about that. She was like, oh, I'm at your office. And I was like, I'm on my way. So thank God I had that espresso because I needed it. Interviewed an agent. She was great. She's already in sales. She She already has sales experience. Sales experience, like, even if you haven't done real estate yet, anything in sales, I'm gonna be honest, is probably harder than doing real estate. Like, if you're in inside sales, outside sales, really whatever it is gonna be harder than real estate, in my opinion, because I've done a lot of different kinds of sales, and real estate is easier, and you make more money, okay? So, now what we're gonna do, because we don't have time to chop, you know, like, we're trying to be Speedy Gonzalez. Let me wash my hand. Hold on. Intermission. Intermission. Okay. And in case you want a fit check, I just took my shoes off, but the top is Topshop, I believe, or Lathe. It's either Topshop or Lathe. The skirt is Dior. Now let me tell you, when I go into a boutique, it is really hard for me to say no. And I had never bought anything designer like this, excuse me, in my life. The only designer thing I've ever bought was literally vintage, and it was like a Dior purse, but I bought it at a vintage store. So I've never walked into one of these stores to buy something like that. I try it on, stupidly, and I'm like, what? They're like, of course, they look at you and they're like, oh my God, you look amazing. And I'm like, yeah, of course you're gonna say that because you're gonna make a fat check from it. And yeah, this suit was not cheap, and I regret it many days of my life. Let's just say, it's not something that I wear and I'm like, yes, I'm so happy I spent X amount on this. And I'm not saying that to say, oh my God, like I bought this, la la la. I'm saying, don't do that. Buy another purple skirt. They're everywhere. They're everywhere and nowhere all at once. All right, we're gonna just pray that these green onions do their trick the way that I'm putting them on right now. They don't look as fancy as I had in my head, but we're gonna see. See, like this, I feel like when it's like this and you just go, meow. But yeah, that's not looking the way I thought. Okay. It's not looking as cute. Oh, see? And I was just talking about timing, and I haven't done the pickling of the onions yet, but we have time for that. We have time for that. Okay, so this part is done. That's done. I'm gonna put this disgusting plate away. Okay, done, done, done. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Let's put that in the drain. Step 2 is we're gonna whip out the cutting board. So now we're gonna make a salad. Okay, that's done. So we're gonna stick this in there. Is it too early? Maybe. But I don't have that much time anyway. So I'm gonna put this in for 15 minutes. That's definitely not enough time, but I don't know how long it's gonna take, so we're just gonna be safe, okay? Now let's chop our little green onions here. Now these are the whites of the green onion. So you wanna separate those from the green, which we already did. How do I know this? From years of getting HelloFresh and them teaching me, okay? Something to be said for HelloFresh. One time, I saw on someone's story that they made this like amazing meal, and I was like, that looks so good. And they're like, this is an ancient like recipe that I made growing up, or some like elaborate story. And I go, I've literally made that from HelloFresh. Like that's a HelloFresh recipe. Caught in the act. Guys, on my live today, earlier while I was getting ready, I asked everyone if I should do a reality show because I got asked to. Again, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not even gonna send my information in. You know why? If you have watched Bravo your whole life, like I have, like my mom has 3 sisters. That's all we talk about is Bravo. And nobody from that show is like crushing it, I feel like. Like in the Bravo shows, unless they have like businesses outside of Bravo, I don't see like the point of doing it, or the allure is a better word for it. I don't see the allure like I used to. And I just love my life now and like my family life. And when I was in a hold agreement a year ago, it was while I was pregnant with Cammie, and I opted out of it because I was just like, again, like I don't see where this is going to be beneficial for my family. And that's really what it's all about, you know what I mean? Like your family, your friends, all of that. And your business, of course. Oh, whoops. Sorry, it was so loud, Ricky. Like, unless it's like really extremely beneficial for the business and for my family, I don't want to do it. And I don't feel like it's either of those things. Like, it doesn't make sense for me. It sounded alluring, and while I was on the call, I was like really tempted, to be honest with you, because that's something I've always wanted to do my whole life. But at some point, you have to like be mature, to be honest. And I'm telling this to myself because I didn't decide until this morning that I didn't 100% want to do it. But I got to choose my family over selfish things, you know? Ah! And that's real, the way you walk, the way you talk, is I'm real, and I can't go, whoa, and I can't go home without you. Whoa, I have to wear this to the next showing. We gotta relax. The way you walk, the way you look, cause I'm real. And I can't go home without you. The espresso's talking. The espresso's talking to me and it's talking to you. Okay. So let's... Whoa, that was not what I wanted to do. Oh no, that was like half of the lettuce head. Oh, shit. Shit. Okay. We're gonna cut that little butt off. Put it over here. Cut this little piece off, okay? I'm like, what am I gonna name this episode? Variety show? Maybe I should. Variety show. The variety show. I'm gonna dry this in a second. And then these little guys, I wonder if I should just mix them in. I think I'm just gonna mix them into the salad. Yeah, that looks good. Easier, faster. Okay, we're not gonna shake this one like I just did. That's what a strainer's for, to keep everything in. Okay, we're gonna cut off the butt. We're gonna cut, chop, 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 chop. I thought I had tomatoes, but I don't think I have any more. Chop, chop. Okay, so we put some of this in here, here. That's how my daughter says here. So we just put, can you guys see? Oh, whoops. Oh my God, the camera is hanging on for dear life. Oh my God. Can't lose this sucker. This is our lifeline. Okay. So now, we didn't cut off enough of the butt for this one. So get the butt off. Okay. Cut the butt. Put more of this in here and then put another row of paper towel. Meow. Okay. Another row of lettuce. There we go. Meow. Okay, so this is how we're gonna store this because again, they're not gonna eat this for a little while. But we are gonna put some carrots in for the little baby. And we're gonna make the baby some mush carrots. Okay, so let's throw this out into here for now. That's showbiz, baby. Now let's get out the steamer. The Stanley steamer. Actually, it's a Baby Brezza. This thing, anything by Baby Brezza is a win. It's a win. Like, I am not sponsored by Baby Brezza in any way, shape, or form, but the formula one, we used to wake up and kiss it because it is like a Keurig for your formula. And this thing, we have used so much. So you fill it with water. There we go. Filled it with water. Now, I'm gonna put the carrots in here. And then I'm gonna chop some of the other carrots for the salad. So we're gonna put carrots in here. Okay, that's enough. That's definitely enough for baby. I think I'm gonna also try to put broccoli. Throw a little bit of broccoli in there. I wonder if you're supposed to do this with frozen broccoli, but we're gonna try it. I've never done this with both at once, but hey, what you know about it? Okay. Supposed to be like this. There we go. There we go. Start. Is this even on? Is this thing on? Okay. Steam. Start. Now that's only going for 5 minutes. I'm definitely gonna have to turn it on multiple times, but okay. Now we are just gonna chop some carrots. I'm gonna do them lengthwise. I almost just cut off my finger. We're gonna call this crunchy salad with pork chops. And thankfully, my son likes pork chops. Hold on. There we go. Thankfully, my son likes pork chops, so this is a bit easier to feed him than some other things. There's another thing that I make, which is breaded chicken, which I can do on maybe the next variety show episode. You know, now that I'm not doing a reality show, I gotta do something. AKA, continue doing this and hope that you guys love it. And if you do love the show, please rate it, like it, share it, love it, share it, rate it, subscribe to it. If you're watching this on YouTube or Spotify, you can subscribe. Okay. Oh, whoops. Okay. Wow, this is looking good. It's starting to be a little bit colorful. I'm excited for my family to come home and be stoked that dinner is served. And before I sign off here, I'm gonna show you the pork chops and what they look like in the next 3 minutes. And then we're gonna sell this house today. I just know it. I have a feeling that 5990 Northeast 22nd Way, It's gonna sell today. I also went to lunch and sent it out along with the other Airbnbs that I have listed. Because all of a sudden people are buying up Airbnbs this year, this month. So I guess tis the season. Tis the season to buy a house, it seems. Things are picking up. Things are heating up. The market is getting hot and ready. You can hear those little carrots steaming away. That thing, like, is so easy. I can't even believe it. Okay, let's do one more carrot, because we don't need that many carrots. And then I'm gonna eat a carrot. Okay. Oh. Carrots are so underrated. Okay, let's check out our pork chops. Oh wow, oh wow. Look at that. Look at that. Let me see if I can see it. The meal of the century. Look at that. Thanks for watching The Evolution of Confidence. Bye.